I bought something off of eBay. So these are actually something that I've been looking for a long time. And they will be revealed very shortly as soon as I manage to take apart my toolkit. Right, so this is the easy part. Being a dangerous criminal. So, as I said earlier, these are something that I've been looking for a while. And what this means is I was browsing eBay the other day and came across an ad for 4 books. I know, what are the odds of me reading a book? But these books are a little bit more special than your regular library books, because these books are a heavily sought after item, especially for collectors of railway memorabilia. Now, oh, these are wrapped. Alright, it's this piece of paper. Aww, it's a thank you note. Thank you, Electric Remix. So, just gotta figure out how to open this thing. Although, I will say right now, black tape, black bubble wrap, fancy. So I've got to be really careful here. We've got to find a spot where it's not occupied by a book, because the last thing I want to do is cut them. So, that wasn't strong enough at all. We just cut the tape, not the actual... I am nervous. Oh, the excitement's getting a little bit intense for my likings. I just cut my desk. Whoopsies. It's alright. It's only an IKEA one. I present more operating manuals. So at the moment, we have here, let me get rid of that. We have a 1720, a 1700, a 1502, and a 1460. So what's really great about these is that I actually have a collection of these. See, my collection is fairly specific. We have as well a 2470 and 2170 class locomotive operating manual. And if I make sure we're in frame, we also have a 1550, 2130 and 2141 class locomotive operating manual. So we now have one more, but this one unfortunately is not the real deal. It is a reprint of the original document. It's the Bayer Garrett steam locomotive operating manual. So as you can tell, it's about 2:35 p.m. and I've been waiting for these all morning. The last update I got on my tracking was that 8:35 in the morning was processed at my local facility, and I heard nothing ever since. So just going to have a cheeky look at the 1720 because they just happen to be my favorite locomotive, and these are in actually really good condition. Like, I was freaking out all last night before I bought them because I didn't want them to be in any ruined condition. Ooh. Is this the first edition? Yeah. First edition, February 1967, manual number 227 for locomotive 1720 and 1743. Sorry, 1722, 1743. Now, the entirety of this document goes through how to operate and how to drive, and in the back we have an actual document full of the sectional elevation of a 1720 class locomotive. And that is the reason I've been collecting them. It's because they will come in handy during the long run. Now, the only thing we have here is, I don't know if that's intentional, It looks like it, but it's slightly faded. But that's okay. So we have our 1720 class locomotive manual Dunzo. Next up we have the 1700s. I'm excited because these are real. They're not reprints like the Bayer Garrett, and I'm not going to dish out the Bayer Garrett because a reprint is still good quality because you can hardly get them anywhere. So this is for the model GL8C, first edition, June 1963, manual number 215. Goes through the general description, locomotive systems, specific data as well. In the back, we should have as well, we do. We have the sectional diagrams for the 1700 locomotive. So, get keen. Oh, I just love them. These are so cool, honestly. Next up, we have the 1502 class locomotive operating manual. Clyde Engineering. Now, G22C model. First edition, February 1968. Manual number 232 for Queensland Railways. As usual, contents, general description, starting and stopping the engine, driving the locomotive, systems, troubleshooting, and general data. And if we are consistent, which we are, we should have the 1502 locomotives. Holy wow. So, I'm over the moon that these are still in mint condition, because by the looks of it, from the letter I got, it is a recycling plant. Electric Remix Reware. So, it seems that someone tried to throw these out and they put them up on eBay. Good on them, otherwise I wouldn't have these timeless classics. So we have the 1460 locomotive now, Clyde model G12C. General Motors Corporation, LaGrange, Illinois, USA. Typical contents, first edition, September 1964, manual number 218. General contents, description, starting and stopping, driving the locomotive, locomotive systems, troubleshooting, and miscellaneous data. And remaining consistent with the previous models, we have our high nose. So, I, again, am over the moon at this collection because not only are they extremely rare to come by, these two models here, especially the 1721, I've been chasing for nearly a year. So, pretty soon, I hope to have the entire collection. I know that there's a 1200 manual floating around somewhere. Just got to see if I can get my hands on that. But as of right now, the only difference between these four and my existing models over here is that in the 1550, 2130, and 2141 class locomotive operating manual, the schematics are in the middle, as opposed to out the back. You can see there's a little wear and tear on this, not too fussed over that. Yeah, and these models even come with a image of your control panel. So this would be your fault cabinet, and I think sometime around the end here, oops, not that one, I think this one is your circuit breaker. So very, very, very keen purchase and well worth it. The Bayer Garrett, again, not too disappointed that it's a reprint because I have a copy and it works. It has the locomotive just two covers in. It's got all your measurements, and it even has a description in the front. So I can relax now because they're all in perfect condition. So this this will be a precursor, because other than that, we'll be going through this cheeky little drawer here, and that's my train drawer full of memorabilia. So it will be a sequel to my old video, Santa's Sack, which is a play on words. So stay tuned, come back, and God bless recycling.